Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Gary, the Bearded Woodworker. Thank you for joining me today. This is episode 2 on the budget kitchen facelift, I guess is what I'm calling it. I'm calling that because I'm not putting much money into it. I'm not sure if we're going to get to countertops or if we're going to get to the floors or not, maybe in the future. But I'm not tearing anything down. I'm not remodeling. I'm just updating, kind of giving things a facelift. So hope you enjoy the show. Stick around. Thanks. Now that we've got the rough opening, it's time to trim down these old doors, and I'm going to sand them down and put on kind of like a face frame on it. I want them to look a little different than just a sheet of plywood. Maybe it's an old cottage look. I don't know the specific name right off my head, but let's get this hardware off. And I'm not going to reuse these. A few years ago, ran into Ace Hardware, and they had a clearance sale on these, and I think they were 25 cents a piece, so I think I'm going to use those. So I don't believe I did anything to the opening width. That's the same width. I just have to trim these down, and I think I'll use my crosscut sled for that. What I love about this little brad nailer is it can shoot up to as small as 5/8 inch, which is a perfect size to shoot this face frame into the plywood here. I am going to glue and then nail, and then I'm going to measure in between and then take small little cuts until I get it perfect. Those will fill real easy with some putty, sand, paint. Cool. They look like panel doors now. They're a little, thicker than a normal door would be, but I'm okay with that. As long as it looks better, and I don't think it's gonna look like plywood. So I'm gonna fill in these holes, prime and paint, same as I did the cabinets. This time I'm just gonna use lightweight spackle. Okay, so there's been a slight change in plan. I want to change out those silly hinges to these guys here, which most kitchens have nowadays, right? I have a whole bunch of these from previous jobs that I've replaced or taken down cabinets, and I've just collected these. So what's happening now is when I put it in the way these recess into the openings, I'm not able to open it because of it hits the door. So I'm gonna have to make the openings a little smaller, and these are gonna have to now overlap and stick out. So I've ripped down some 3/4 inch plywood that I have. I put a bevel on it here. This is going to go on the bottom below the oven. I'm going to pocket hole everything together and mount the doors and make sure it's all square, and then I'll install this face frame and we'll see if it works that way. Of course, I'll sand this blue and prime it and paint it. In case you guys don't know what a pocket hole is, it's literally a hole that pockets a screw, so it almost connects it in a level fashion, I guess, with the face. I know you guys have seen pocket holes. Everyone's seen them, right? All right, I'm not going to glue. I'm going to stick it all together in case I have some issues. So I'll do this at the bottom. Hopefully it'll work like that. Now, I got this little jig a while ago. It's from Craig, and it's got a stopper, and it drills the holes for these. So I'm gonna do that now to the doors. All right, so I took the doors off the frame, placed the frame in place to see if it fits, and thankfully it fits. So I've just sanded the blue and primed it. So now, because it's so rainy and damp here and cold, this is probably about as far as I'm going to get because it's take forever for this primer to dry. Then I can put a coat of paint on it. I'll put it in place and then fill the holes and put my second coat of paint in place. So this little lip right here is preventing this guy from laying flush, which means when I close the doors, they're not shutting all the way. So I'll have to deal with that later. They need to dry a little more. I got impatient, but that's how it goes. I think I'm going to call this good for this episode. I didn't get as far as I wanted to. I wanted to get inside this carcass and put the shelves back, but you can see, I still need to do that, so I've got things lying around the house. But I'm happy with how these doors came out. I think this is going to be definitely a huge improvement. I'm really digging the paint. And then I've got these drawers down here. I fixed it. I notched out that little area I was talking about. And these are soft close hinges because they were smaller. I just so happen to have 4 of those soft close hinges that worked right in there perfectly. So anyways, so I think I'm going to call this one done. I didn't get as far as I wanted to on it. Maybe next episode I'll get the shelves and some stuff inside because we've got things that need a new home. But for now, I'm kind of pleased. Kind of pleased how the kitchen is going to look. I still have a lot of work. A lot of work. So I really appreciate you guys watching. And if you don't want to miss another one of my videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too. Let me know that you like what you see here. So until then, I'm Gary the Bearded Woodworker. See you guys later.